Fox's Book of Martyrs often calls to mind images of lurid torture and gruesome death, such as a scene of a family being burned alive at the stake for their faith. Yet the Book of Martyrs is much more than a sensationalist account of religious executions, and should be recognized as a valuable historical source on the English Reformation. The book was written by John Fox and first published in English in 1563 by the renowned printer John Day. It was entitled Acts and Monuments of These Latter and Perilous Days, touching matters of the church persecution and horrible truths, but quickly became known as the Book of Martyrs. The work was a publishing marvel. At 1,800 pages and with 50 woodcut illustrations, it was the largest publishing project ever undertaken in England. The book detailed the history of Christian martyrs spanning from St. Stephen, considered the first great martyr after Jesus' crucifixion, all the way through to the English Protestants killed under the Catholic reign of Mary I. Fox, a devout Protestant who had fled England during the persecutions to live in exile on the European continent, was dedicated to revealing the sufferings of Protestants under the evil wrought by the Catholic Church, which he considered to be false and corrupt. His large-scale undertaking, which linked contemporary Protestant persecution to that of Christians in Roman times, was Fox's way to establish Protestantism, and not the Catholic Church, as a true church and heir to the blood of the early Christian martyrs and Jesus himself. Fox published his work upon his return to England with the accession of Protestant Queen Elizabeth to the throne. He painstakingly combed through the episcopal records, trial reports, and eyewitness testimonies to craft both the descriptions and images of the death of Protestants during the Marian persecutions of 1553 to 1558. His research makes the Book of Martyrs a vivid account of religious state violence during the English Reformation, albeit one whose virulent anti-Catholic sentiment cannot be ignored. The Book of Martyrs was wildly popular in England, making Fox something of a celebrity. In 1570, he edited and expanded his seminal work, increasing the length to 2,300 pages and over 80 woodcuts, again a monumental publishing feat. The text was updated and reissued twice more before Fox's death in 1587, most notably to include the events of St. Bartholomew's Day massacre, and continued to be republished with additional accounts of Protestant martyrdom throughout the 17th century. The book represented a sort of folk Bible to many Protestants, and was seen as so important to the faith that in 1571, the Church of England ordered that a copy be placed in every cathedral church alongside the English language Bible in order to, quote, reinforce God's truth. The availability of the text, along with its widespread appeal among the English populace, had a profound influence on Protestant thinking and anti-Catholic religious fervor in the early modern period, and promoted the English Reformation, and by extension, the Protestant English monarchs, as legitimate and necessary to the survival of the true Christian faith, a point of pride not only for English Protestantism, but for English nationalism as well. Fox's Book of Martyrs serves as an important example of the role of print, propaganda, and violence in the Protestant break with Rome, even far beyond the German lands. And with its detailed accounts and graphic woodcuts depicting the fate of Protestants in the struggle over the religious identity of England, the Book of Martyrs showcases the religious, political, and cultural dimensions of the English Reformation, and is a testament to the violence and turmoil inherent in religious reform.